Okay, this is going to be a little bit random or sound a little bit random. I've been getting this actually for a couple months and have not wanted to say anything. You might remember like a couple months ago, I did a video and I was like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready to say anything, but here we go, whatever. Um, Entertainment purposes only. What I'm about to say is hypothetical, alleged, whatever. Um, so there is a group of people. Some would call them celebrities, I guess. I don't know. Are reality people celebrities? No. Suffice it to say, they would fall into the category of people when people say, they have no talent, but they're famous, blah, 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 like that. Okay, so there's people who, for whatever reason, really, really love this group of people, and people who really, really despise this group of people. I'm still not sure if I should say this or how. Let's just say, be careful of. All right, let's go here. Let's start with this. We have to be careful of the energy we put out, right? Because the energy you put out is what you get. What you reap is what you sow. Blah, 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 blah. Negative energy begets negative energy. Positive energy begets positive energy. All that. It's all the same thing. Karma. It's all the same. So, if... how do I put this? So let's say you're somebody who has spent your life wanting to be famous. You did everything you could do to be famous. You married certain people. That didn't work out the way you planned. You got divorced, married somebody else who was famous. That tried to build a career out of being married to that person. That didn't work. If I say this next thing, I'll give away who I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna do that. But you spent your whole life trying to get famous. Okay. If you have this kind of desperation to be famous, and you've spent now maybe 20 years trying to get there, and it's not working, you may go to somebody who plays in dark arts, because you're so desperate to be famous, you don't really care what it takes, right? So you go to somebody in the dark arts, it works, and you get famous. Everybody you're connected to gets famous. Things are seemingly going well. Like, you can't fail. Every year you just more and more famous, more and more money, blah, blah, blah. Well, then you start to understand that everything is energy and you can use energy, right? So if you've got people who really, really love you, clearly you manifest off that energy. Great. Wish we could all do that. But you also have people who hate you. And if you know how, you can manifest off that energy too, right? So we have to be careful about, let's say you don't like reality stars or a certain reality star or whatever category. You have to be careful about actually hating them and actually thinking about them in a negative way. Let me say, this is so hard to say. So I used to think, let me say, when I started to realize that I had to be careful about the energy I put out, and that I was, what I was putting out, I was bringing back, blah, blah, blah. I kind of thought that just meant in my everyday life, like family members or people I work with or whatever. Like, okay, you can't hate them, you can't send them bad energy, blah, blah, blah. And so I thought I could have this loophole where I could hate reality stars, right? Is what I thought. Or I, could get involved in the banter about what so and so did when they flipped the table, or whatever. I can't stand them, and blah blah blah. These reality people don't like these housewives or whatever. No, can't do that either. Because again, you're sending that out, you're going to get it back. Um, and there are people in that world who, again, understand they can use the energy sent their way. I don't know how to say this. Just be careful about that. Just, it, it, it's not exempt. Hating on people that are in the public eye is not exempt. It's really hard not to sometimes, but you have to stop, because they can use that energy. And again, you're putting out bad energy, so you're going to get bad energy. So if you don't like that stuff, I don't, just don't pay attention to it. Don't watch it. Don't read the articles. Don't whatever. Um, I feel like something's going to come out about certain reality people that are using dark arts for their fame. I'll just say that. And using the bad energy and the good energy sent their way to manifest off of. And I feel like that's going to come out. I feel bad for some of the reality people, because they just think they're doing a show. Like, I live in LA and everybody in LA is doing, not me, I'm saying for them. They live in LA and everybody in LA is doing a show. Now they're on the show. Yay, that's great. Making money. But I don't think they understand how people, I think a lot of people do what I used to do, where it was just, they thought it was just innocent fun to hate on them, And it's not, because that energy is literally being sent to them by millions of people. Like, can you imagine? Look at all of what I'm talking about with empaths and energy workers and HSPs. We've just got small groups of people that are sending us negative energy. Like, can you imagine millions of people you don't even know? And there's no way to please them. It's a million people. You can't please a million people all the time. And they're having to ride that energy sent to them. It's just got to be awful. Anyway, point being, I think that's coming out. And please be careful about that, because you can be doing all the work. You're healing your stuff and trying to stay positive, and you're trying to manifest things. But if you're still in the gossipy, hating on people in the public eye thing, you're still sending out negative energy. So all the work you're doing is kind of wasted, because that's going to come back somehow. And you don't want to give these people that kind of power. I'm telling you, there's people who have begun to, not even begun, they have for years, understood dark arts and understood they can take that hatred, that negative energy, and manifest off it. And so here you are, you're zapped out energetically, and you have no idea why, because you're sending them that energy and they're taking it. I'm not sure if this will make sense to everybody, but the people it's supposed to make sense to, it will. Okay, send you all positive energy.